Welcome to this English class. So we are in the process of revising. You remember on Friday we finished our entire syllabus, and on Saturday we discussed the question paper model in detail. So we promised that from today onwards we will revise the units. 8, 9 and 10 we had done with you during the lockdown. So we will do 6 and 7. Okay, so we will thoroughly do that because that was done for your first internal. So we will take you through unit 6 and 7 during these days so that you will be completely ready for your examination. And congratulations all second years on being promoted without writing an exam to your third year. But don't lax, keep on do your preparation and keep it away, and then enjoy your summer holidays. So today we are going to do unit 6. We are revising. We are starting our revision. The poem is The Flower by Alfred Tennyson. I'm going to give you a brief introduction to Alfred Tennyson and the poem, okay, so that you recollect, because it was done in the month of January maybe, so you must have forgotten. So quickly recapping it for you, and then we will go on to do the poem in detail and then the question answer. So the Flower by Alfred Tennyson. Alfred Tennyson, 1809 to 1892, was one of the most renowned poets and an embodiment of the Victorian age. He succeeded William Wordsworth as the Poet Laureate of England and held the position from 1850 till his death in 1892. You must remember that Alfred Tennyson was also a romantic poet. He belonged to the romantic age like William Wordsworth. Although as an official poetic person, he often felt obliged to celebrate the rise of the industrial and the mercantile England during the 19th century. He identified himself more with rural England and its natural beauty. You see the dichotomy in Tennyson's poem, because he is the go-between the romantic and the Victorian age. Okay, so he had what you call the elements of the romantic age deeply embedded in him, and he was also transiting into the Victorian age, which is celebrated by the great industrial revolution and the mercantile expedition that was happening during Queen Victoria's age. So you see this kind of the poet being torn by his love for nature and then the industrial and the mercantile development that was happening in 19th century England. But then he identified himself more with rural England. But then, because he was the Poet Laureate and the voice of England, he does celebrate industrial revolution and mercantile England, the voyages, the conquests, the empire building that was happening in Victorian England also. His poetry is characterized by beautiful lyricism and a sense of sound and rhythm. Some of his very important poems are The Lotus Eaters, Ulysses, and In Memoriam. If you get time, now that you are in lockdown, maybe you could Google search these poems and read it. Now let me briefly give you a brief introduction to the poem before we have a detailed summary of the poem. The poem, The Flower, was published in 1864, and it is part of the volume called The Flowers. It is part of a volume of flowers, and it's a delightful small poem, and Tennyson very fondly call it my little fable. Little fable means my little moral story, okay? The poem is a very wry meaning a dry comment on how people react to something new and original. So when you are what you call talking about, when you see something new, your reaction is very, very different. For example, COVID-19, it is something new, and we most of us in the beginning couldn't believe that we would see death on such a massive case. Okay, people are unsure and apprehensive, and they reject what is not familiar as worthless and harmful. But they are also curious and envious, and they want to appropriate or take over what is new. After a while, when the new is widely adopted and assimilated into our way of life, it loses its uniqueness and novelty and becomes commonplace. Once again, the people lose interest in it and abandon it as useless. So the poem, what Tennyson is suggesting through the poem is that we should have the courage and the conviction, and we should act according to our belief and be unmindful of praise or criticism. The new idea that the poem that is referring to is not clear. What exactly is the poet referring to? Okay, that is not clear. He uses the flower as a powerful symbol. Different writers, critics have interpreted the flower as representing different things. Some say that it refers to the Industrial Revolution. Some says it refers to Christianity, because you remember it's in the 19th century that the Darwin's theory of evolution came about, and that was in direct contradiction to the biblical way of looking at how the human race came into existence. And some also say that maybe it is Tennyson's own poetry and he had a lot of imitators, so maybe he was talking about that. But what remains important, or what is important to us, is it's a beautiful small poem that conveys the central idea that people are very not open to adopting or adapting something new, and then when they do it, then after some time they reject it as commonplace. Okay, so that's the central idea of the poem, and let's go through the poem The Flower by Tennyson and it will become clear for you. Okay.